All right, so check out this title. Your 500 friends couldn't fill a minivan. I know that sounds kind of harsh, right? But trust me, stick with me on this one. We're about to get into a really fascinating and honestly, a very real idea about what modern friendship actually is. So let's just start with a little thought experiment. Just picture this. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Your car is dead on the side of some dark road. You're totally stranded. Who do you call? I mean, really think about it. Who is on that super short list of people you know for a fact would pick up and come get you? You got your list? Okay, here's the tough part. If you needed more than one hand to count those names, you're probably just kidding yourself. It's a tough pill to swallow, but we think we have all these friends, and then when things get real, that number shrinks a lot. So what's going on here? Why is there this huge gap between the friends we think we have and the ones we can actually count on? Well, the diagnosis comes down to this really cool concept, your brain's social RAM. You know how RAM in your computer works, right? It's the memory that lets you run a bunch of programs at once. Well, social RAM is basically the same idea, but for people. It's that limited, finite amount of emotional and mental energy we have to actually build and maintain real, deep, meaningful relationships. And yeah, the parallel here is super clear. Your computer can only handle so many apps before it just crashes. Your brain is the same way. It has a hard limit on how many deep connections it can really handle. You try to spread that energy across hundreds of people, and your ability to form genuine relationships, it just crashes. All right, so let's take a little reality check and see how this actually plays out. We're going to look at the huge difference between actual friends and what some people are calling NPCs. You know the drill. You open up Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you see a number like this. 500, maybe 1,000 friends. And it feels good, right? It feels like you're popular, like you're winning at the social game.
But then, when you apply this whole social RAM idea, the picture looks a whole lot different. Like this different. The huge majority, we're talking like 99% of that network, are just acquaintances. Think of them as NPCs, non-player characters from a video game. They're kind of just in the background of your life. Your real, true friends, that tiny little 1% slice.
You know, forget the 2 a.m. car thing for a second. Let's make it even simpler. Moving. Think about moving a couch. The hard truth is, almost nobody on that 500-plus friend list would show up to help you with that. That is a job for the 1%. Okay, I know this might all sound kind of depressing, but honestly, it's actually really freeing once you get it. So let's get to the takeaway here, which is all about figuring out who's actually in your minivan. So here's how you do it. It's basically a 3-step game plan. First, you got to identify your core crew. Who are the people that pass that 2 a.m. test? No problem. Second, you have to dedicate your social RAM to them. And this isn't passive. You got to intentionally invest your time and your energy in those people. And that leads to step 3. Go deep, not wide. Focus on the quality of those key connections, not the quantity of your contacts list. Because at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to. It's not about having 500 people like your latest photo. It's about having those 4 or 5 people who will actually show up. So the question I want to leave you with is a simple one. Who's in your minivan?